Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the National Timely Action Hour. This is the show where we talk about everything from comic books to Star Wars and everything in between. My name is Aiden, and welcome if you're new. Welcome back if you're a returning viewer. Today we are on part 5 of our 12-part review of Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars. This issue is called The Battle of the Four Armies. Now, when I first read the title, I initially thought, is this thinly veiled reference to The Hobbit? Because near the end there's a chapter called The Battle of the Five Armies, and I just thought that it was an interesting little idea. So it starts off where the last issue left off, where Galactus began preparing to eat Battleworld, and the heroes are reacting, and this issue is drawn by Bob Layton. And we have done some of his stories before, so I'll leave links to those. So Galactus gets his ship ready, and the heroes are like, what's going on? And the healer woman, who is native to the original part of Battleworld that inhabited life, she is overwhelmed with emotion, and Johnny, the Human Torch, who's falling in love with her, is trying to calm her down. And then she takes Johnny back to her home, where they inhale some sort of fume which allows them to connect mentally. So they learn about each other's lives in a matter of seconds, if not minutes. And we get a recap of what happened in the last few issues. And then we see Colossus, aka Peter Rasputin of the X-Men. He is languishing, thinking about his girlfriend, Kitty Pryde, aka Shadowcat, who's the youngest member of the X-Men at this point. Their relationship is very strange and weird, and it gets weirder because he's like 22 and she's 14, so it's really weird. And so then we see Professor X summon the X-Men, and they're like, okay, here's our plan, and they're going to give support to Captain America and the heroes, and Magneto's like, bah! Then we cut to the villains, and Molecule Man and his girlfriend are blossoming, and the Wrecking Crew start mocking them, and Molecule Man fucks them up. Then we move on to Dr. Doom and the Enchantress, and she is asking to leave, and because she doesn't want to be destroyed by Galactus, and she's afraid that she could be killed by him. And Dr. Doom is like, I fear nothing, I'm Dr. Doom, I'm great. So Amora leaves, and Doom continues on with his work. Then the X-Men go to the village to help the heroes, and then we see Reed try to talk to Galactus, and Galactus just bitch slaps him away. And then Galactus sends this giant robot to fight them, and then they fight the robot. It's really cool. Then the villains attack. And it's a few pages long fight, and it's really cool. I love the drawings, and the dialogue is great. And then Dr. Doom goes onto Galactus's ship and is like, wow, this is pretty impressive. Now let me get as much information as I can so I can steal Galactus's power, and then I'll use that to steal the Beyonders' power, and then I'll be invincible, and I'll rule this universe. And that's the end. Then we get the cover for issue 6. So once again, I really enjoyed this issue. It wasn't much story, but the action was well paced. The dialogue, as I said, was well written. Stays true to the characters, and the action was very fun and dynamic. And let me show you some more of this art. Yeah, so really recommend this series for fans of Marvel, and if you want to get into it, this is a great introduction because you get to see all the major characters and you get to see what they were up to at the end of the Bronze Age. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching this video on the National Timely Action Hour. Once again, my name is Aiden. If you're new to this channel and want to check out more comic book reviews or action figure reviews or video game gameplays, please subscribe and ring the bell to be notified when I post new videos. I'll be coming out with some new stuff soon, and I will leave the link to my podcast in the description of this video, where I talk about the same things, only you don't get to see my handsome face. And I'll also leave the links to my social media profiles, so if you want to get updates, then that's the place to go. And I will also leave links to my Patreon page and my merch store, so if you'd like to get a t-shirt or a coffee mug with my channel's logo on it and support the channel, that'd be great. And on Patreon you can get early access to videos and episodes of the podcast. You also get access to my personal writing projects. I've got a few poems up there, and I've got updates on the novel I'm working on. And you can also send me a message there, so if you want to chat, that's great. So once again, thank you so much for watching this. I sincerely hope that you have a wonderful day. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Goodbye.